Alright, what's up everyone? It's Monday evening and that means we're playing Tunic. I've got a massive sticky up bit of hair right at the back of my head there. I thought it was like one of the pieces of Lego behind me or something, but I think it is actually my hair. Just ignore that. So, spoiler warnings from here on out because we are into some really late game content right now. I gotta catch you guys up on some stuff. So, we discovered last week the Seeking spell. I've gone and translated most of the pages that we went and found last week, like the sort of the more obvious ones, really. Like I'm not too bothered about this stuff because the golden stuff we're sort of reintegrating our bodies and so on. Incidentally, I have gone and found the the sixth shrine. It was in the forest. We actually unlocked a page which told us where all of these were as well. Can't super duper find it right now. Hang on a minute. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So we found this page. So we already knew that the last one was in the forest. The bit that I was missing was how we actually get there. And then, of course, I remembered that the forest has a teleport plate, and you can just teleport in and out of it. Realising that with the hero's laurels, we can dash over the gaps in the whatever it is, the hub region. So we have reintegrated our body. We found more pages of hints, which also indicated... Now, I lucked out by calling it the dream world. I mean, I thought it was sort of the afterlife and so on. But actually, you can go into the bed and you can swap between the two worlds, which has been very handy for then finding the other stuff. Most notably, I have been going after the fairies. And we have now checked off all of the fairies, which unlocks the final page of the instruction manual. Hey, Nimaway in the chat. Hello. And you told me that you thought that you had this uninstalled. Well, shows you what's what, I suppose. Oh, you've reinstalled it just for me. That's very nice. So getting all 20 of the fairies has unlocked this final memo page of the instructions. I think I might actually have all of the pages of the instructions now, except pages 1 and 2, which will be the inside cover of the instruction manual. And now we're going after the other trophies. The other trophies have hints as to what page a hint can be found on. I've marked some ones that I have a pretty good idea on, so 11 and 41, we'll go after those this session. 39 and 28 and 34, big question marks on those, not really sure. I have a feeling that I need to get a letter wet for 60 seconds, so we'll be doing some experimentation on that. Going back to the cathedral, because there is a chest behind a light bridge. Now that I have corporeal form again, should be able to get that chest, because light bridges don't exist in the real world, only in the spirit world. And then 28, I've got a big question mark on that. It's going to be something to do with music. Not 100% sure. And and so a few things that we've ticked off. The golden path. I've been looking at the clues on all of the pages on the golden path. I have some question marks on this. Most notably whether we actually end here and the rest of these are red herrings. That requires a little bit more analysis just to make sure that I'm going through it sort of accurately, but we've not done the mountain door yet. And that is where we're up to today. So let's bloody go. Right. What do we want to look at first today? I reckon maybe let's try and get this letter wet for 60 seconds. Now, is there a convenient bit of... Yeah, I mean, there's actually loads of water around, isn't there? Let's go down to the beach. And if I hold still for 60 seconds in the water, is that going to reveal a secret? I mean, I'm not really, like, submerged in water there. So... what am I doing? I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. I hope you like the sound of foxes zapping about the place, because it's basically going to be the theme of this entire stream now. Yep, that's not the one I was expecting it was. We've already got the secret from here. Here we go. This is convenient sort of waste. Oh! I forgot that those are going to be here. Right, now if I wait here for 60 seconds, and let's time it out, are we going to get a little thing? The other option is maybe I need to have hang on, I've lost music for some reason. Why have I lost sound? Okay. If I sit in the water for 60 seconds... oh, do you know what? It's probably because I unlocked my phone and my headphones tried to connect to my phone. Okay, is this going to unlock something for me? The other option is I might need to, like, crouch down and do the pray for 60 seconds. Because crouching down, maybe that's going to help get the letter wet. What about 30 seconds there? So what are you watching this evening, Nimaway, whilst obviously watching me? Because I realise that you're obviously not going to be watching me the whole time. Taskmaster. Fair enough, fair enough. What season are you up to now? Okay, well that... did it do anything? Slightly unclear. If I lay down like this for 60 seconds, is that going to help get the letter wet? So we'll just keep hold of that button. I'm going to need to rearrange my windows a little bit as well, because my stream chat has actually gone behind another window, which makes it a little bit of a problem to read it. I'm assuming that I have the letter, of course. Like, there's a mailbox, but as far as I can remember, the mailbox has always been empty. I'm sort of hoping that when I started the game up, the mailbox had a letter in it initially, and I've just forgotten about picking it up, because that would have been really early in the game. So... okay, so that's 60 seconds of crouching in waist-high water there. I mean, nothing appeared to happen. I don't know, maybe I don't have the letter. It still also reckons that I don't have the blue key, which is a little bit of a weird one as well. But incidentally, let me pull this over here. The chat needs to go over here. But let's pull this up. So the clue in the manual is: did you retain the letter from us? Immerse it in water for 60 seconds. You see a secret message. No idea. No idea. Okay. Well, let's try... let's try the next clue. So, the one on page 41 I seemed fairly confident I would be able to find. So 41, right, I've highlighted it here. There is a side path from this main path. This isn't going to be coming off this blue, because this blue is going to somewhere unfriendly, let's say. Let's zap myself up there. What I need is kind of controller hotkey to change my views. I mean, we're very late game now, so none of these enemies are really threatening in any way. Okay, right, so there is a secret path. Yeah, here we go, here we go. Handy. Forever friend. Achievement unlocked, nice. So that one we are going to tick off here. 41 is done. Okay, now 32 is some piles of leaves. That needs thinking about. Page 11. Okay, page 11 is a clue that was written right here. Prize treasure. Do I need to be somewhere specific for it? Do you know what? It would probably be beneficial for me to go... Oh! I know where this is. This is the very, very starting area. So actually I can get there pretty quickly from here. Because yeah, that treasure... Oh, that's such a good hint. Because that treasure chest isn't here, right? And if you were to look at that screenshot... And page 11 is unlocked very, very early on as well. So, okay. Let's go through this clue. So it's going to be... something like that, yeah. Great. Okay, so page 11 we are ticked. Done. Next. So 51 1. 51 to 1. Well, I don't have page 1. Yeah, I don't have page 1. I have page 3 as like my earliest. No, that's page 3. So that must be page 2? Hang on a minute. Oh, have I miscounted things? Because if I've miscounted that, then my... Right, that's page 2. So page 1 is the one on the inside of the cover. So that's interesting actually, because this has a golden path clue on it. And that's actually page 2, not page 3. So have I actually gone and miscounted that? Oh, no, I did page 2, that's fine. Page 1 doesn't have a clue on it, so that's fine. So the fact that I'm missing page 1 is not a huge deal breaker. So, but 51 to 1 Maybe that's implying that you are going to find page 1. But 51... I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you'd get the letter from, if I am missing the letter. Okay. 40 is the light bridge. We can go and deal with that, like, without too much difficulty at all. And in fact... do we have a teleporter in the graveyard? I think we do. The graveyard being... That's interesting. Because that's the library. But the symbol looks like graveyard. Rinatol, West Garden Quarry. Oh, do you know what? Maybe there isn't a fast way into the graveyard now that I think about it. Yeah, that is definitely the library. Okay. Probably the best way is just in here then. So we're going to use the shortcut that we have previously unlocked. That's a weird gap in the rocks, isn't it? So we're going to use the shortcut that we've previously unlocked to get us into the graveyard without having to be in the dream world. And for that we want to actually be on the ground floor. So it's this way. Because the top will get you into the bottom of the cathedral. The top path will get you into the bottom of the cathedral, but that's where you have that's where you had the boss rush, and you can't get there again. You can't like go up from there. Okay. Now these guys are actually quite difficult. I mean, they're certainly stronger than the Okay, now, can't get through there, of course. It's this shortcut here. In this area, I think I'm going to take gun. Just because there are those random guys who are sort of invisible, but they go down... Oh! There was a light bridge here which I now can't access. Because obviously I'm not in the dream world. But then, how do you get in there? I mean, I can get into the bottom of the cathedral by going the boss rush way. Right, so we can't get in that way. As far as I'm aware, there's only one way to move between the two worlds, and that is to go into the bed. Ugh, I'm stuck. Okay, so we can go this way, here, here, here. No, that doesn't actually go anywhere. And then you zap across these. Oh. So I can get all the way over here. Okay, hero shrine, fine. There must be a way to get to... Okay, well let's check out the inside of the cathedral again. And see if there is a lift or something to get me up there. It really doesn't look like it. So the only thing I can think of then is that there must be a way to transform myself back into corporeal form whilst I'm in there. So that's just the chest back there. Oh, well, hang on a minute. If I go onto the ground... Ah, no, I can't get onto the ground from here. There's nowhere for me to grapple to. If there's an enemy that I can see from here, I can grapple down to them. Using the freezing grapple trick. But the game seems to be being very careful to not let me see any enemies. Like, it's literally not letting me see any enemies, even the ones who are on this side of the fence. So let's go back into the dream world then, and we will see about getting back into that cathedral. Let's go this way instead. Okay. To be fair, even though the dream world is dark and miserable, it is quite nice not having to like fight things constantly. So I can certainly like get behind that as a thing. Now here's the thing, I still have I still have my colours. So I wonder if I still count as corporeal even in the dream world now. Oh shoot, I missed him. One of them down. There we go. Each of them give you like one shot back, so... Oh shoot, I've got no magic now. These guys should be a touch easier now that I have all my strength back. When you're dealing with these guys like as a ghost, it's a real pain. Oh no! Well, that's my blue orb's gone. Yeah, nice. So that gives me one shot back. Okay. Light bridge, light bridge, light bridge. Nope, that's not the map. Here we are, it's through this way. I think it's the double secret tunnel, right? Now here's the thing, yeah, I already crossed a light bridge to get to here. Oh! But there is secret. Okay, here we are. Okay, triple secret. Or it just opens the door necessary. Hidden ladder? Well, that's fine, but I can't get there when I'm alive either. So I'm not sure that does anything for me. Where does 12 go? 12 looks like it could take me somewhere useful. But let's double check this one, right? Because you have to have unlocked the secrets of the Holy Cross to be able to get in there at all. What's this thing that I'm... Oh, that's a chest. And what's this thing that I'm sort of standing in front of? So hang on, if that's a chest, then I've been here before. But... Wait, what? So this just takes me back to the entrance of the cathedral. Which is not helpful because I can't get here when I'm in the regular world. Still blocked by the light bridge. This is a real head scratcher, this one. Well, here's the other thing, right? Oh, well, I tell you what, right? We needed to open that door anyway, because when I am back in the real world, this light bridge obviously ain't going to be here, so I need to get to the chest from that door anyway. So that's fine. So opening that door definitely was necessary. I wonder if there's more than one bed. I wonder if there's a bed somewhere in here. I mean, we can certainly have a hunt round or whatever. I mean, I've got no map, which is unfortunate. Like, I remember those guys. Okay, we've got a chest there. Got me a couple times there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop feeling quite so bad about taking out the foxos. Yeah, because clearly these guys are absolutely savage. Tell you what though, not even any bloody magic from these guys though. I mean, it'll be good to go back over this area now that I have the secrets of the Holy Cross anyway, because... just random thinking, maybe those two beams passing over each other represented something, perhaps. Like, who knows? Tell you what, the lift just jam-packed full of skulls. Bloody gets you every time, really, doesn't it? Yeah, there's quite a lot of the back of this that I've never really explored. Not in detail, because I was... Well, the last time I was here, I was feeling really bad for the foxes. Okay, so we've got a shop in here. Hello. Yeah, okay, there's nothing particularly I want to buy. It does also feel that, like, because you know you can go and visit that guy in the overworld. Now that I've got the hero's laurels, I can sort of zap in and see him, and it's like I assume that's like his house, because he doesn't try and sell you anything when you visit him there. So this is interesting, because it kind of implies here that there's a path out, probably this way, but if there is, I am not seeing it. Right, and then that just drops us to the bottom, from which there's no way back up. Actually going all the way around is actually going to be quite a journey now, isn't it? Don't need to go there. I'll tell you what, if we can... I wonder if it's easier to just try and get killed, actually. I don't know, I mean, we're sort of halfway there now. Wait, yeah, I need to go down now. I mean, the other option, if we are really stuck on this one, is to move on to one of the other clues that we have. Because there are a few more treasures that we can seek to try and find. I'll tell you what, though, we are going to need to rest here. Just trying to think still about... yeah, I actually forgot about the shortcut last time we did this, right? Because this shortcut is still open in this path as well. So yeah, did forget about that. Yeah. So there's no teleport plate in the... There's no teleport plate in the cathedral. The only bit that I haven't rechecked is sort of through here. Tell you what, these guys are hard. Definitely easier if you bring a gun, of course, but... these ones we sort of found that they will go down. Super creepy. Yeah, do you know what I don't see up here at all? Is a bed that I could sleep in. Weird balcony, right? Oh, shoot, that actually pulls him down. I assume that was going to pull me up to him because it's a stone statue. Alrighty. I'm thinking we put this one to the side and have a think about what else we can do. So, light bridge. Gonna add a couple question marks to that one. So 28. I've gone and written music. What was page 28? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, the only one I can think is the wind chime. Right, I mean, obviously, the other ones that have the maps, we've got, like, an arrow drawn on here. We had, not that question mark, that didn't count. We had an arrow drawn on here. Like, this one is just kind of pen, like someone has drawn in the book. That one's a very neat pen, for sure. Oh, although that one actually pointed to a fairy. That didn't point to... Wait, so do I have a clue for 27? No. Oh yeah, I do have 28 plus 34, which would make 62, but that's obviously doesn't make any sense. But 28 plus 34, well 34 is the ruined atoll, and we have this one here, but we already have 34 here, so I've ticked that one already. But 28 plus 34 makes me think it's some kind of something or other, you know, some kind of, you gotta put these pages next to each other and it will do something. The biggest thing I was sort of thinking about was the trees on page 34. Kind of, although not quite, do sort of make up lines, but not quite, because they kind of, don't know, it's just a little bit weird. They don't quite, that doesn't quite work. Let's have a look. What are the other ones we've got? The other thing we could look at is the golden path. So that's the leaves. We're unsure on that one. 39. I mean, that's what's been written in here. Skull times 4. Like, that's very cryptic. Like, we could try a variety of things there. We could try, like, We kill that boss 4 times. We let the boss kill us 4 times. I mean, we could go for it. We have to be dead, which we are, so we could give that a go. 51 plus 1, I think that's getting the letter wet. Then there's the light bridge, and then it's just 28. So yeah, we are running the risk of getting stuck pretty quickly here. Tell you what, let's work our way back. And we'll try and go for whatever the clue on page 39 is supposed to represent. Oh, there was also a translation on here, which I have not fully been able to translate. But it says, roughly speaking, find something golden statues. I don't know what that represents really, like golden statues. Not really come across the golden statues as such. Traverse the something that's either like glow or grow, but traverse the thing to visit 12 strange beings. Unsing to them the greatest song. The something of the golden path as seen from within. Now we've got some ideas on the golden path. Like we could try and do the golden path, of course. In fact, maybe that's. Now, do you know what? Right, let's try and get. Let's try and deal with this guy, right? So. We also have these red skulls here. Although they can't really be interacted with. Ooh. Somehow I'd missed that one there. I wonder if that's what's making reference to. Yeah, it kind of feels like it must be a reference to the red skulls. But so we've got 1, 2 and 3. Where would I find a 4th one though? Oh, do you know what? There is a bit of water here that I can go in, though. Let's get my gun out. Because now I have my rusty sidearm, my trusty firearm. Okay, I've already been this way before. Okay, I've been up there. You get up there from the other way by going around the other long way. There we go. It's another tentacle, is it? Yeah. Oh, is there nothing actually around here? That's a little bit disappointing. Oh, okay, something around there. Like another bloody tentacle monster. I'm pretty sure you can't go that path when you're alive. But do you know what? I think I should try it because I'm going to be really annoyed now if you totally can. Before we go and reset everything, though, fourth skull, right? Oh, hey, a coin. Nice. I'm really struggling to have a think about what this clue is trying to tell me. Like, I think it's a lot more likely to be a skull than it is to be an octopus. The fact that you've got these red skulls just sort of sitting around here, I mean, that's a very strong indicator, yeah. But there's only 3 of them, not 4. And I can't see any way, obvious or otherwise, to actually interact with them. Incidentally, what's even the... like, I picked up this hourglass ages ago. I've literally never used it. Hey, hey! How you doing, Zed King? Z1 King. So yes, so we have got... so we got the Dash Crown... We had the Dash Crown last session. Where we were up to last session was I had done 5 out of the I'd done 5 out of the 6 hero shrines. So I've done that 6th one now. Here, let me show you where I'm up to. So I've done the 6 shrines now. I've found all the fairies, so all 20 fairies, that's been done. The fairies have then pointed me in the direction of this page, which is handy. I've kind of got a partial translation on here, although I'm not sort of fully into it. And we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of these 12 trophies. The golden path. The golden path. What I thought last time. Turns out it's correct. Like, these are page numbers that they're referencing, and I'm sort of doing okay with trying to decipher it. Like, I'm having a little bit of trouble with some of the pages, but I haven't actually tried opening the door yet. And that is essentially where we are. Oh, and of course we've discovered that there are 2 endings, so I got saved a little bit. So I went back to the librarian and I translated what the librarian was saying. And the librarian basically was the one who talked about finding the Holy Cross, receiving its wisdom. And the Holy Cross. Turns out the Holy Cross is, well, the friends we make along the way, I suppose, because maybe we had it within us all along. So that's sort of where we're up to. And now I'm just kind of pondering. I'm pondering this puzzle a little bit, because skulls times 4. I have figured out what the Holy Cross is. Yes, it's a power that we might have possessed the entire time. I think it's a brilliant twist. Incidentally, absolutely brilliant twist, because it very much is implied that the Holy Cross is an item that you're going to get in the game. The description of the librarian makes reference to the Holy Cross, and this actually says something along the lines of that the librarian's tragedy is that he believes the Holy Cross is inside the cathedral. So it's very much implied to be an item, and when I figured out what it was, I was like, yeah, that's actually really clever. Because it also sort of plays into your sort of preconceived expectations for this sort of religious iconography as well. I would point out, obviously, that I would point out, of course, that given the shape of the tombstone that I'm literally standing next to, Christianity might exist in this universe. But yeah, I think it's very clever. Okay, so I can dash through the red skulls. That is one way I can interact with them, so that's something, although not consistently. But I figure that this clue has to be something to do with the red skulls, although I can only see 3 of them. Oh! I knocked it into the water. Okay. I don't know what that means, or if that is indeed relevant at all. Can I get them all into the water? This feels particularly janky. So there's another puzzle somewhere. It's in the forest. How many have I found? So fairies, all of them. Trophies, like 6 so far. I've done. Okay. So I've done the one on the ruined atoll. I've done the one. I did the one in the windmill. I already got that. You saw me get that one actually, because that's the one that kind of gave you the piece of the Triforce. And I missed the translation of it, but I found out subsequently that they all have exactly the same thing. They all just say congratulations, so that's fine. So what was it? I've got the windmill. I've got the one on the ruined atoll. I've got the... like I literally did 2 earlier on in this stream. Oh yes, there's a chest by the first teleporter that you go to. And whatever this one is, what's that number? 41. What's on page 41? Because that one I just did earlier today. Oh yeah, this secret path here. So, yeah. I do, yeah, they're in the house. Oh yeah, no, that's really appreciated. That's really appreciated. I mean, I try and keep these runs like as blind as possible. The last big one I did that I needed to basically give up and ask for a hint on. I'm going to come back to these red skulls, incidentally, because I believe I found a way to get into the cathedral. Just before you join the stream, I believe I found a way to get into the cathedral without being dead. So, which would be huge if true, because that's going to get me to the light bridge, which is one of the trophies. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the last game I played where I actually did have to give up and ask for one hint was the Outer Wilds. There's one final puzzle right at the end of the game, which is quite a famous one. It basically it's the ending area that kind of tells you all of the stuff. I couldn't figure out how to get into it, but the Outer Wilds is super great, and if you can do it blind, it's definitely beneficial. But the Witness, I managed to do that blind. I loved the Witness. The Witness I thought was great. And what was the other one that I did? Oh, Fez. Someone recommended me Fez, and do you know what? I can see why Fez was like everyone's favourite indie game for about 10 years or something, you know. Because I'd never played it, like I just missed it, because I think it might have been like an Xbox Live Arcade exclusive back when it first came out, and I was at university and whatever, and didn't have the money to play it anyway, and things. And yeah, and I played it last year, I think, and man, so good. But I really love these puzzle games where they are... I kind of think of them like environmental puzzle games where the world itself is the puzzle. So like Outer Wilds, The Witness, like I don't so much enjoy puzzle games where the... Whoops, I didn't mean to zap through that, I meant to just rest here to get myself set up. It might be the case now that I have the dash that I can't dash around. I can dash around here. Well, that would have been... Oh, and the skulls are now a different colour. So I didn't realise that I could dash around there, which is great. So the skulls are a different colour. That's clearly going to be important. Let's just sort of deal with these guys. Okay, the skulls being a different colour is clearly going to be important. However, we don't have time to worry about that right now because first of all, we have a cathedral to go into. You know what? I don't have to worry about that guy either, really. Can I open this from the other side? Is it going to like let me open this as a shortcut? No. Okay, fine. gun, just in case those invisible guys are here. They are indeed. So they're not going to make it easy for me, because my shortcut doesn't work, so it's going to have to be the slightly careful way. Yeah, so I tried playing recently sort of a couple of games like Relicta. What am I trying to do now? Get back to the cathedral. Now that I'm alive rather than in the dream world, I can go and the light bridge is not going to be there anymore, and there is a chest there that I'm going to be able to grab. Oh, the birds aren't here now. Okay. So I opened up a doorway. Oh, wow. Okay. There's a guy here. That's fine. So I opened up a doorway around the back, which I'm going to go in. Here we go. Right. Trophy time. Let me in, let me in. So, to be fair, I kind of stumbled onto the door thing because I came here... You reached it when you couldn't go between worlds yet. Oh! Right, okay, when you were still in the dream world. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, so I figured out the... So I came back here, my suspicion was that there was going to be a bed inside the cathedral that would enable me to become corporeal again. Oh dear, okay, I'm dying here. This guy's like a harder version of the guys that are out the front. I'm just going to run away. I don't actually need to fight that guy. I don't think there's any benefit in going into the cathedral whilst you are alive. I don't... well, who knows? Like, maybe there will be. But we'll... we'll worry about it later if there is. But yeah, I really like environmental puzzle games where, you know, the environment is the puzzle, like Outer Wilds, you know, The Witness, Tunic, and so on. And I really don't get on so much with puzzle games which are just like a string of puzzles. So I tried to play Relicta recently, which I just really couldn't get into. Like, I played a couple of sessions of that and I was like, yeah, this game's actually pretty boring. And I played a Monsters Expedition Through Curious Exhibitions, which is a really well put together puzzle game, 100%. But it's just a series of puzzles. It's just like one puzzle after another, and so on. Whereas in sort of a puzzle world like Tunic, you can go back and forth between puzzles, sort of think about things as you get stuck, work on something else, and so on. In something like a Monsters Expedition, if you get stuck on a puzzle, you just can't progress. And that's it, you just got to sit there being stuck. Okay, I'm now getting less convinced that the skulls are a different colour, and I'm becoming a little bit more convinced that they're actually still red, but the lighting is just different. Which still kind of begs the question, like, why are those skulls a different colour, of course. And why there are only 3 of them when there's supposed to be 4 according to the hint. But in the interests of not just spending the entire evening... 3. Pretty sure it's 3. We've got this gold one here, we've got a gold one there, and we've got a gold one up there. Pretty sure. Yeah, there ain't a 4th one up here. Unless there was one on the other side of this thing, which I've kind of missed or forgotten about. Oh, I could go for that telescope and have a look around. But I'm kind of tempted to just kind of come back to the skulls puzzle. Just in the interests of not spending all evening on one puzzle, really. Oh, yeah, I could do with resetting these guys as well. So, when we get out of the graveyard, we'll go and update our manual. We have got in here, light bridge, question mark, is done. So that's good. The letter. Don't really know about the letter. The pile of leaves. I've found the leaves. Not really sure the significance of them. The 28 plus 34. That's the map of the ruined atoll, as well as the map of the regular overworld. This thing here. Have I opened that door, actually, since finding out the, I can't remember. I know which clue that's referring to. It's because there is a... Yeah, here we go. It's this room here. I've not opened this yet. Okay, let's open this. Oh, hey. Oh, brilliant. Okay. That one was actually quite an easy one to find, then. Right, let's go to the house and just make sure I'm checking off the right ones here, then. Oh, sweet. Which one did I get first? I got the Triforce one first. I got the, Oh, do you know what? I've got a coin that I can drop in as well, actually. Let's do that quick. Yeah, the windmill was my first one. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go back here. Yeah, I really like the windmill puzzle. That one's pretty awesome. Oh! Shoot, I wandered into a thing. I didn't even see that, I wasn't even paying attention. Hang on, we'll go back out there in a moment, right? So, let's just make sure we've got the right ones ticked off. So, looks to me like we've got 1, 2, 3, space, space, 1, 2, space. Oh, okay, right. So actually that one is nothing to do with the music and the wind chimes. Okay, I've been obsessing over that wind chime for hours. but okay, it's not it. So space, space, these two, then it's one space, and then we've got two, and then a space. Right, okay, so I've got the correct ones ticked off. So what have we got in here? Oh! Okay. I just did that accidentally because the hotkey to move between my two Twitch scenes is the arrow keys on my keyboard. So, well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because those make words. Oh man. So I've just kind of been obsessing over these translations for hours and hours and hours, right? You know, genuinely, I have spent probably as many hours translating the manual as I have actually playing the game. So, do you know what though? I kind of love this sort of revelation that the words are three-dimensional objects that really affect your perspective. So how many words have we got around here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we've got 12 words, 12 trophies, right? Probably makes sense. Okay, well, let's have a look. What words do we recognise? So let's go and have a look. So that one is going to be okay. Immediately we've found one that we don't know. Oh shoot. No, I don't think I'm going to have that one either. Okay. I don't have that. Okay, right. This makes me think that this is not what it appears to be, because I've just looked at 4 of these and they are either words that I don't know, like as in I've not come across them yet. Okay, that's the word for 2. That's the word for 2. Which means these could be numbers. These could be the numbers 1 to 12. If that was the case, that would mean that this one would be 4. And I have a word for 4, and that's not it. That is very close, but without the circle. That would be 4 if it didn't have the circle. With the circle, that makes like orf. But not of, it is more like orf, I guess. Okay, that's a word, that's so. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. So 3 of these I've looked at do make words. That is a word that I don't know. This is a good puzzle. Now this word I know, I've seen in the manual plenty of times. This is the word that is used when making reference to where you're trying to get to, and I think it might be far. Wow, okay. This is a tricky one for sure, because half of these words don't mean anything to me, which is suspicious to me because, like, there's very little in the manual that I'm not able to translate, and it does make me a bit suspicious. Oh, and there's also the fact that I can change the symbols. Do they ever cycle back round? Oh, hang on, wait. If I go up and down, that doesn't actually... Oh, man. Right, okay. This is... Yeah, this is some real thinking time for sure. That looks like 4, but it's not 4. I wonder if this is just like... You're just trying to find the one which gives you the words. Well, I haven't even managed to establish... So that's your. I don't know that word. I haven't even managed to establish whether these actually even rotate round. Okay, so that was an N that we just passed, so does it ever repeat? It looks like it's... Okay, that's not a symbol, right, because that's N, but with the... Yeah, okay. So that's N, but with the indicator that the vowel comes first, but N itself doesn't have a vowel, so that's not a letter at all. Oh man, there's a lot of combinations here. If this does repeat, this is a lot of options. I think I might have accidentally just gone through it. That wasn't N that we just went through. So this looks like it's not even repeating, which is... The page that comes to mind would be this last one here, right? This one, which I did sort of look at. I did sort of look at, but like a lot of these symbols just didn't really, I don't know, couldn't really get much out of them. I don't know. I feel like this is one that I'm going to have to revisit. Let's have a look at the golden path, because I think that is a thing that we can make progress on. So we are in the real world? Yes, we're in the real world. Okay, that's nice. Because we have all of the pages, we should be able to climb the mountain and open that door. Pages on the screen as usual. Oh, I hit it twice. What kind of nonsense is that? Okay. Now, I think I was fairly happy. How many parts are missing on the Golden Path puzzle? Well, I think I'm fairly happy with this path so far. When it gets to 50, I have a little bit of a questionable output, because I don't really see, like, I see a little bit of gold in here. So what we might have is something like this, and we might also have something like that. So this might be coming sort of in and out potentially, which would make it something like that, but then also I'd expect it to come in and out like that. I'm happy with 6 and 52. 42. Yeah, I'm sort of interpreting that. Oh, okay, with 42, I thought it was going behind the thing here, but actually maybe it's literally just going off the page and then back on the page again. In which case, that would actually work. So we'll get rid of those, because I don't think that is the end then, and I think that's not right for 42. I think 42 comes in and then 50 and then out like that. So 33's got a break. Okay, so that led us to 31. 31. We have that there. That looks pretty good to me. So that would be that green one. Right, okay, so that puts us on 40. 40, 40, 40. Oh, hey, hey, hey. It's under the coffee. It's under the coffee. That's what we're looking at. Right, okay. We've got it, right. I'm just taking a quick grab of that one so that I can transcribe it easily. So 40 comes in, here, down, up, 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 down, and here. So that puts us on 18. Oof. 18, right. Oh hey, I see it, I see it. It's here, up, up, down. There we go. I think we're getting there, man. I think we're getting there. Up and down with a break there. So then 44. I mean, we've got a cross here. Like, this is definitely shaded differently. Ah, yeah, yeah, do you see that? That is shaded differently to the rest of it, isn't it? So this is coming up, we then got a break there. Okay. I think we're happy there. And it always helps when it kind of vindicates you because it starts and ends on the correct sides of the box. So we've got a break here. Now just wait and you'll find that it just won't work. Okay, I need to join those up. Right, 12 goes there. So then that takes us to 9. Right, 2 pages left. 9, 9, 9. Where's my golden path on 9? Oh, right. Well, I think my favourite one so far actually has been the one on page 11, because it just like the fact that this is in a different colour, and you know, and also the location of this chest, the fact that you have to kind of identify that from where the screen starts. Like, oh man, it's so well put together. This game's so good. It's so good. My favourite will be this one. Okay. Okay. So I have translated this page. So I've said options mean you can keep playing. If the challenge is too much right now, you are allowed. So that's not really anything. All right. Adjust settings to customize play experience. Choose delete to remove your file forever. Like, we sort of know from context that it has to be coming up from the bottom. And we also kind of can probably suspect that it's going to leave the top. So we can make a supposition. Hang on, let me have a look on the game itself, just in case, because sometimes the colours when I move it into Miro aren't quite correct. I'm also kind of wondering that there should probably be like some sort of something about the background. Like, I really like the fact that the background kind of looks like an old CRT monitor, but I'm always kind of suspecting that the puzzle might somehow turn up there. Do you know what, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. Let's quickly go and check out page 55, which is the back of the book. Oh, that's it, right? That's the end? Yeah, must be. So 55 must just end like that. Okay, so it's just 9. It's just 9 that we're missing. Probably. Then we're going to input it and it's going to be slightly wrong and we'll have to go back over. Is it stars? Could be stars. This is a tricky one. This is for sure something a little bit of a step up from the others. Like every other page, every single other page, it's always gold, right? It's always the golden path. Like it's always something with a gold motif to it. So that can't change on this final page. Oh, man. I have questions. I have questions. If I quit to the title screen, it will just bring me back to where I am. Wait a minute. What? File 2, 999 hours. With so much money. What? What is this? What? Okay. All right. I guess that's how that's going to work then. So let's draw this out. One, and we're going to go to the left. Okay. And then we're going to go up. So we're going to go left, we're going to go up, then we're going to go right. Then there's going to be a break. But we're going to keep going to the right. And then we're going to go up and then left. up, left, up. And that's it? No? More? No, this is just repeating us. Very good. Very good. Go on then. So, that is Golden Path. I think we got it cracked then. So let's add this to the thing. And we got... up, here, here. Alright. I'm quite pleased with that. Do you know what though? Super weird. Super weird. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. So, so long. Nice. That is some triumphant music there. That is some triumphant music. Do you know what? It is the best one. It is the best one. I totally agree with you. Hey, I'm going to get the front cover. Is this going to be page 1? Nice. Oh, amazing. If this is your final page, you should pay a visit to a certain someone and share your wisdom. Keep this letter. You never know when it will be useful. Do not dispose of or eat this document. Okay, cool. There's at least one more thing for you to do. If this is your final page, you should pay a visit to a certain someone and share your wisdom. And for some reason, the N in certain is capitalised. Oh no, all of the N's are capitalised. Okay, that's weird. Okay, that's just a strange font choice. Wow. Do you know what? I think that's a really, really nice send-off. Is the certain someone that you are supposed to visit the heir now? I hope not, in a way, because I was sort of hoping to be able to use the same save file to be able to get both endings, potentially. But we will see. But also, I need to immerse this letter in water to see a secret message. Which maybe gets me another trophy? Yeah, I think that'll get me another trophy then, right? Wow, I'm really pleased with that though. Oh. Oh, whatever. These guys do not matter. Do not matter. Man. Oh wow, he's still after me. Okay. So, do I go and talk to the air? Actually, before then, let's go and submerge myself in water for 60 seconds. Because that... How many pages left now? I think I have all of them. So I've got 9, 11, 13. So I think I've got all of them up to... Yeah. I think that's all of them. 2, 50, 48, 38, 36, 34, 32... 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Assuming that 1, 2... Yes, yeah, that's page 1. Yeah, okay. Right. I happen to know that there's some convenient water located in here. So, submerge myself for 60 seconds. I don't know how deep this actually has to be, so but let's just time off 60 seconds. I did this literally at the start of the stream because I thought maybe the letter was in my inventory, but I couldn't see it for some reason. I don't know. I had a sort of vague recollection that maybe I'd picked up the letter in the letterbox, because you know there's a post box right at the start of the game, which is always empty. And I thought, well, maybe I picked up the letter at the start of the game and just forgotten about it, because, you know, quite often you'll do something at the start of the game that you then forget about, and it turns out to be important later, and so on. So I started this stream by trying to sit around in water on the assumption that maybe I had the letter, but it wasn't like an inventory item or whatever. I'm also kind of figuring, similar to praying, whether this is going to have to be like an action that you do whilst not touching any other buttons, which is why I'm just literally sitting here. Okay, so that's been a minute. There is the secret message. Oh man. Are we wanting to translate that right now? Let's have a quick look, see if I can do it quickly. So it's the... That's kind of interesting because there's a gap in that word. That second word has a horizontal gap in it, even though the upper parts are connected still, which is sort of a weird way of writing that. But, okay. The first symbol of the second word I don't know. But then it is... F, T, st. Okay. Let's grab it and write on it. So take a screenshot of that. We are going to bring it over to here. Now if I duplicate that tab and just bring that out here, then I should be able to You should only have to see one tab at a time. Yeah, cool. Okay, and I'll pull up my dictionary on my other screen, which of course you can't see, but it means that that is the something F-teast. Okay, not sure. That is a... Don't have that one. Oh, I don't know that word at all. This really is going to end up being a secret message if I can't... Okay, core. Core That's like T corrected. Oh, I really hate vowels. That's like L, because the other way around is like a le. L 11 times. Is this like a Hitchhiker's reference? That's like a D. Parted. Were departed ones? More. Okay, so that's not ones, that's once. So it's departed once more. So it's the something ftist. Literally the only word I can think of right now is leftist, but that's not sure. So it's the something ftist, and then a word that unfortunately I literally don't know. Corrected 11 times, departed once more. Well, as far as secret messages go, who can say? I recognise the sketch of this thing here. Like, oh, the message is gone. Okay. Well, good thing I took a picture of it then, isn't it? But yes, I recognise that. What does it say? I totally forgot. So what I've got, I haven't been able to totally translate it, but it's the something ftist. I don't think it's le, because we already have le. Le is like that. So it's not leftist. Right. But it's the something ftist. Blank. There's two symbols I don't know. Corrected 11 times, departed once more. genuinely don't know. I will have to have a think about that. I've come the wrong way as well. No, don't need to fight you guys. Don't need to fight any of you. So, we've traversed the golden path. So I have a feeling then, does that mean we can just finish the game? I mean, we can, presumably, finish the game. I don't even know if it ends in a boss fight now, because I presume, from reference, I might literally be walking into a proper fight here, but the implication that I took from it is like, okay, show this page to someone. I presume the person I'm supposed to show the page to is the heir. So I've not actually been back on this teleporter since I got sent to the spirit realm. So we might be going for a boss fight. It's weird though, because okay, this page here about how to win the game with option B. Use the power of the Holy Cross to traverse the golden path. I've done that. So I'm presuming if I go into this room, I'm not going to be fighting. I've used my wisdom. I've not translated this page though. I'm going to go for it. Show the page, quick! I can come back later. That's good to know. Oh, he's got the little page! Oh, he got the little... Oh, there we go. You broke the curse, little relic seeker. You did it. Okay, I tell you what though, is there... I can come back and hunt for trophies later, that's good. Is there an achievement for getting the bad ending, and does this mean I now can't get to the bad ending anymore? Oh, they're watching TV together. Wow. Here we go. End credits roll. This was an amazing game. This was genuinely like... oof. So good. Wow. This is the point where I go and try and this is the point where I try and go and look up other games that this development studio have done and find out that this is the only one that they've ever released. And yeah. Do you know what? Also, though, I'm going to give props for the fact that the true ending for the puzzle game is a puzzle rather than a boss fight. Like, I mean, I kind of understand that it is sort of like a Souls-like and whatever, in that there is fighting in it, there are boss fights in it, like, but I think this is primarily a puzzle game more than anything else, and I think it's really nice that the game ends with a super mega puzzle that pulls together a lot of the elements from the other puzzles that you've learned earlier in the game, and I mean, in a way, that's just like a sort of perfect culmination, really. So which boss fight did you find hardest? Because certainly there were a few that I had to do quite a few times before I got them. The librarian. Fair. Yeah, for me it was the siege engine. So did... Oh, really? Fair play. Yeah, for me it was the siege engine. The siege engine just took loads. But I think the three bosses, those three bosses, I think you can do them in any order. Probably. I don't think there's any block of you doing them in order. So what order did you do them in? Oh, New Game Plus. What do you get in New Game Plus? So I did Siege Engine first. So is it just... No, it's not deposited me back on a new game. Oh, wait. No, it has deposited me back on a new game because I don't have the... No, wait, what? I've got the sword and the shield, but I don't have the laurels anymore. Incidentally, the fact that it also thought that I didn't have the blue key must just be a visual bug as well, because... that never actually came up. Yeah, I said, what order did you do the what order did you do those three bosses in? The librarian, the siege engine, and the scavenger boss? Because I think technically you could do them in any order, just whatever order you happen to find them in, probably. Because I did... You did Siege Engine, Librarian, and Scavenger. Right, so I did Siege Engine, then Scavenger, then Librarian. So I went into the Librarian fight sort of fairly kitted out. The Scavenger you cheesed. How did you cheese the Scavenger? So this New Game Plus, I'm starting with the manual all filled out, and I'm starting with all of my items and all powered up. Like, so I guess theoretically, well, once I get my keys and stuff, I could just go like straight for those bosses. If you hit him with the ranged attack outside of the platform, you start the fight whilst being outside the platform. Ah, that is sneaky. Right, okay. And does the... because something comes up to block your exit. You can put him outside the house. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I'd be interested to see. Yeah, the siege engine, I just found so hard. Like, it wasn't... Yeah. That basically took me like an entire session That was a good couple of hours. That felt like it was the most Dark Soulsy that this game had got to for me. Just because, you know, because he also spits out those guys that shoot fire at you and stuff, like the little ruin fragments and things. Just an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. So what is the state then of my game? So I get this file. So that's my New Game Plus file, I suppose. And this one is my... No, wait. 8.12.04. And this is my non-New Game Plus file. Yes, right, okay. So this is the one that I can go and get those final trophies on. The bad ending achievement is just going to have to wait, though. But, yeah. Use the lure, go back down the stairs. Oh! Well, fair enough. Now that I've beaten the game, I can finally join the Tunic Reddit as well. So that's something that I've been avoiding to try and avoid spoilers. But, yeah. This is the downside of doing puzzle games, is you want to sort of avoid fans of the game. You want to avoid fans of the game until you've actually played it. So yeah. Are you on the Tunic Reddit? But yeah, I literally joined Reddit to ask the Outer Wilds subreddit for help with a puzzle. Yeah, absolutely. A spoiler theory. Yeah, well, I'll need to go and join the Tunic subreddit now and post about my amazing accomplishments. You don't have a life bar. I sort of vaguely... A will to live bar. Yeah, I sort of vaguely knew that. What is it? I've got a translation which says something like... Oh, the miasma lowers your will to live. Oh, that's cool. So what did I say that? Take enough hits and you will flinch. No, hang on. Stamina points represent your... No, that's stamina points, isn't it? Yeah, okay. And stamina points is actually called vigor in the native language, right? But yes, health points. Keep your eye... No, that's also stamina points. Yeah, so your magic potion, I translated that one as... It's the lifeblood of the hero. Quaff, that was a word that took ages to translate. Quaff to restore your will to go on. And then you get your refills whenever you touch the checkpoint. Find something. Make your mana. It is said that it fortifies the blood. Yeah. Fortifies the blood. That's a weird way of putting it, isn't it? I see. So the foxes all lost their will to live. Yeah. No, that's fair. I find it really interesting. I'm sensing there's definitely some lore stuff that I'm still going to be missing quite a lot of, because there's some questions, like some of the questions which are just in the manual, like the wishing well, for example. Who are you actually making wishes to is never really explained. And in the manual, I think it literally asks that question, right? It asks that sort of rhetorically. And the prayer is a weird one as well, because that line is talking about the fact that praying isn't actually doing anything. Do you plan on getting all the trophies and solving that last puzzle? Maybe. The glyph tower puzzle. You can look it up. Oh, the puzzle in that trophy. Yeah, maybe. I do like a good puzzle. I will have a think. I'll have a think. So, I don't get a huge amount of opportunity to stream because of just like IRL stuff. Really, I have like a new baby and things, and so I'm only really streaming once a week at the moment. And I might do some extra stuff. It kind of depends what the next game I have on my list is. I think the next game on my list is like the gallon of milk one, which I don't think is a puzzle game, but apparently it's only like an hour long, and it's been described to me as like the most unique game you will ever play. It's called something like a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, something like that. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard it's very different. And if it's only an hour long, I kind of figure like even if I hate it, then I might not. But yeah, I should have a think about sort of what I'll play next, because I've just been obsessing over this game so much. But yeah, I think for now I'll probably keep playing this a little bit longer. Think about some of the remaining puzzles. And probably just say hello to people on the subreddit and whatever, and yeah. Oh, do you know what? The Outer Wilds DLC. I probably should play a little bit more of that as well, because I've still got the Outer Wilds DLC to finish. Like I'm halfway through that, or 3/4 of the way through that, or something. So that'll be good. I took a break from that because it's way too scary. Here's the other thing, which is an advantage of this game. This game, not just trouser-changingly scary, whereas Outer Wilds just seems to be every single phobia just stacked up again and again on top of you, which is just not really my jam, in honesty. So I think last time I played Outer Wilds, so this is Echoes of the Eye, I actually turned on the reduced frights mode, and it's still ridiculous. And I don't know if you've played the DLC, but like half of it is just set in this incredibly dark environment that you can't really light up sensibly at all. So, don't know. Anyway, well, I will have a think about what I'm going to play next week. Oh, actually, no, next week is going to be the third Monday of the month, so I'm not going to be streaming next week, but I will be back the week after, possibly with a new game. By that point, I will have a think about what that new game should be. But anyway, for now, though, I'm going to end the stream there, and probably jump onto the subreddit and just write a post saying how much I enjoyed the game. But yeah, thanks very much for coming along. Thanks very much for being with me for the end of this brilliant journey. Best game I've played in at least a year. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, we'll end the stream there. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great week. And catch up with you soon. Cheerio.